Hello, fellow live chatters. It is Douglas George Bloch, named after George Washington, and it is July 4th, 1776. July 4th, 2021. What am I thinking of? That's right. Today is Independence Day. At least in the United States it is anyway. Anyway, hi everybody. Glad to have you here, and it is a beautiful sunny day. Of course, some of you must have heard about the incredible heat spell that the Northwest went under exactly a week ago. Matter of fact, a week ago today, it was 113 degrees in Portland. Can you believe it? And then the next day, just to top that, it was 116. Hello, Paul. Hello, Exotic Enigma, Tejas with the great jokes, Kevin Wilson, Jennifer H. Hi, Doctor. Yes. Yup. Nice to see you. So, for you guys in the UK, I hope you forgave us for rebelling against you. We were enemies for, a couple of decades, and then we became allies and have been allies ever since. Anyway, I take it nobody in Great Britain or the UK celebrates Happy 4th of July. To all Americans, says Tejas. Yes, I guess we do it here, but I guess people around the world know that today is, in fact, Independence Day for the United States. Violet Lines, haven't heard from you, or haven't heard from you in live chat anyway. So, I know what feels different right now. I can't tell, but anyway, something feels different. No, Vancouver Island will Terry Mary wish us Independence Day anyway. So yesterday, on July 3rd, I posted one of my favorite videos called "If You Find Yourself in Hell, Tread Fire." Anybody listen to it? I think it's one of my better videos. I really relate to it because I've been in hell not once, not twice, not three, not four, 5 times at least. And what I say in this video is the great David Foster Wallace said, like, being in the press of hell is like being in a burning building. You're either going to get burned by the fire or you're going to have to jump out and die, just like the World Trade Center. But when you're going through depressive hell or suicidal hell, you're in that burning building, but guess what? There's an alternative. You don't have to jump out. You can stay, tread fire, and wait for it to end, because it will end. And not only that, the pain and misery you're going through is actually going to make you a better person. Believe it or not, we do grow through pain, and we need pain and troubles to make us spiritually stronger. So I wouldn't have believed it at first, but after my 4th breakdown, I learned it. Silver Moon, how do you like it? Yes. Jack Henry from Canada. We have an international audience. I think there's more people overseas than there are from America. Hello, Douglas Lee Reed. My mental health is terrible. OCD, anxiety, depression, suicidals. I can't take it much more. Does it get better? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's what I was just telling you. Lee, you have to wait it out. You just have to wait it out and do something while you're waiting. There's so many different things you can do. I'll tell you, if you send me your email address, I will send you this chart, which of course I can't find. Here it is. Self-care activities to improve your mood. This is it right here. It's not going to take away the pain. It's not going to make you get better initially. You don't have any control over how long it lasts, but it will end. And in the meantime, this is what you do to stay afloat. You know how people tread water when they've fallen on the boat? I remember falling off a boat. I remember when I was about 12 years old, I went to my first sleepaway camp, and they threw me into the lake and said, sink or swim. I don't think they really did that, but I didn't think I was ever going to learn how to swim, but I learned pretty quickly. So you tread water to stay afloat. You tread fire to stay afloat of the flames until they die down. That's the key. Not only did I do that video yesterday, I learned it from experience. There's nothing to substitute for experience. Maybe one of you got Brits, what's his name? Come on, the famous guy. Oh my God, the importance of being earnest. Tell me. Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. He said, Oscar Wilde, the experience is the name that everybody gives to their mistakes. I've learned from experience that what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. So, hang in there, you guys. Youngies Tangerine. Hey, Douglas, I can't thank you enough for how much your videos helped me on anxiety. Well, you're more than welcome. I know I went through that hell for a reason. The world scares the living daylights out of me, and I'm tired of being scared all the time. Exotic. Well, you can use an affirmation, right? I am safe, I am secure, I am whole, and I am well. Or whatever comes up, I will be able to deal with. Why do cannibals not eat clowns? Because they taste funny. That's kind of lame. Charles Labrie, I want to be productive as I was before my panic attacks. Is that possible? Absolutely. When I was sitting on the curb in 1997, completely laid low by depression, barely surviving each day, I said, how am I going to get back to the old Douglas? How am I going to be productive as I was? Well, it turned out when I got over that depression, I was more productive. So in terms of your panic attacks, they are really hard. I know they are, but there are treatments. Go find a good psychiatrist or therapist. Apply some of the techniques we talk about in my video, and especially what you learn there. There's physical, mental, spiritual, emotional techniques you can put into place. And what is the word? How to rewire your anxious brain. That doesn't specifically talk about panic attacks, but it'll give you a lot of hints that'll be very, very helpful. All right, let's look at some of the other questions. Kelly Burns, 1776, with our Declaration of Independence, but it wasn't until 1883, after 7 years of war and occupation, that King George finally accepted their independence. I think you meant to say 1783 and 1883. That would have been a long time, 107 years. Sally says, Chad Crawford, I was born straight into hell. Well, so was I. I couldn't eat or drink for 3 weeks. They thought I wasn't going to make it. I was premature. But as long as you're breathing, there is hope. So how are you doing right now? And has anything changed? Pamela Perry says, hi, Doug. Yes, the video yesterday was much needed. Thank you, Pamela. It's really, really important right now because it was hot as hell when I made that video. Skeek, how do you deal with once having a good life and now having a lonely one? That is very, very hard. Loneliness is really difficult, especially during COVID. Well, you're here, right? You're connecting with us. That's one thing you can do. There are many, many online counseling sessions you can get if you have the money. Even if you don't, Lion Rock Recovery offers free groups, and there you can have fellowship. Even if you're not an addict, you can still go to Al-Anon and have fellowship there, or if you're not an alcoholic. And what did I was going to write something here to help you out. Oh yeah, Lion Rock Recovery. Okay, so I hope that answered that question. How do you celebrate today? I used to go to the wonderful fireworks down at the waterfront park, but they banned fireworks in Portland, Vancouver because of the drought and the heat. All right. I had terrifying nightmares last night. In my dreams, I witnessed a war and it was terrifying. Well, so what kind of treatment are you in, or what kind of therapy? Obviously, this is, your nervous system is really in a state of fear and panic. But there are things that you can do to change that. Human beings are malleable. The brain has something called neuroplasticity. We can rewire our brains. We can change our brains with a lot of work, maybe some luck. So if you're having nightmares, and there's actually a medication called Paroxyn. I'm not here to diagnose or treat, but I did I think it's called Prazosin. Anyway, I did a video how Prazosin took away my friend's nightmares. I don't know the exact name of it, but talk to your doctor about a medication that has been shown in clinical trials to decrease nightmares in veterans who have PTSD, exotic enigma. It's out there, or you can even type in medication that helps with nightmares, but definitely go to your doctor, psychiatrist, nurse practitioner, and ask them about that. Yes, Lee Reed, it will get better, I promise you. Okay, Chad Crawford, I found the Christian faith wounded, worst of all, kicked out of 7 churches? What? I painted my house black and red as these colors sat well with me. They are relaxing, black and red. Well, there was actually a very famous novel called The Red and the Black by Stendhal from France, but I think you're talking about a different red and black. Any more chess puzzles? Yes, I need to send one to you because, well, let's see if Jen sent it in. I'll send you the chess puzzle, Tony. You should good timing. I know this question is almost impossible to answer, says JR, but how to find the meaning in life? Oh, I know how you find meaning in life. By you find meaning in life growing in love and wisdom. Or just ask, just pray, just ask yourself, ask your higher power, show me how to find meaning. It usually is, you know what Albert Schweitzer, the great humanitarian, said, who was very famous when I was growing up. I don't know what your future in life will be, but I know this. The only ones of you who will be truly happy are those who have sought and found how to serve. So if you want to have meaning in life, serve other people, serve the planet, serve animals, be of service. That will bring you meaning. Pedar Shields, hey, Sherab Larrabee, lots of fruit and veggie is good. Drinking lots of water, healthy gut, healthier mind, absolutely. Diamond Greer, depression is causing me incompatibility in all walks of life. That's what it does. It's according to the World Health Organization, it's the most disabling illness in the world right now. So the idea is to go look for treatment. Go seek out treatment. That's the answer. Do I recommend taking antidepressants? Well, it does help some people and not others. Talk to your doctor. Most people say it's worth a trial if you start really small and tiny so as not to have any adverse reactions. But I can't recommend taking antidepressants to you, but your prescriber, your doctor, your therapist, your psychiatrist can. Hey Laura, nice to see you. My doctor offered ketamine for treatment. It does help. Yes, it does for some people and not for others. So, you and your doctor work out a plan. I hear Bruce. I'll be right back. Bruce says hello. All right. Lee Reed, never end your life. There's a holy God that honors faith and courage in the midst of hell. Read the book of Job. Yes, thank you, Exotic. And now you've read the book of Job. You should know that if you believe that, there's a God that honors faith and courage in the midst of life, in the midst of hell, then maybe that should it could take away your fear. Okay. Yes, I did 3 videos on ketamine, Laura Hawkins. Just type in ketamine in the search bar in this channel, and you will definitely read what I had to say about it. And it is considered a valid treatment by the FDA. Chad Crawford, I'm autistic and bipolar. Everyone says it's fake. Well, who is everyone? What about your doctor? What about your therapist? Namaskar from Monroose Health Center, ECD, British Guiana. Wow, thank you for being here. British Guiana, that is cool. Can I say hello to my wife, Justine? Justine, hello. Thank you for putting up with Tony, aka Simon. He's a good man. Hang in there with him. He's worth it. It's moving feast. This man pulled me through a very deep, dark depression, difficult situation. Forever grateful. Well, let me know who this man is, and I'll thank him. Oh, maybe you mean me. Well, no problem. It's moving feast fast. That's what we're here for. This is a depression recovery channel. This is Pastor Doug, always also known as Douglas Bloch. It's your weekly live chat video live stream on Sunday. I have over 550 videos up here on this channel. Any of you are new, and they're all about how to get out of hell and not stay out, because depression can be repeated. There is relapsing, but then you can get out again, kind of like recovering from addiction. So it's moving fast. You're certainly welcome. I'm glad to help, and that's what all these videos are for. Evelyn A., nice to see you again. Trying my best to recover from my surgery. My therapist increased my depression medication. Yes, I agree with the loneliest part. It sucks. Still having problems with sleep too. Guess what? I've had a really difficult problems with sleep the last 2 months. You're not alone. All right. Welcome, everybody. You're here to support each other. And guess what? It's 12:19. We haven't had a donation. Yes, this is how this channel continues to go on live chat. Free will offering donations, right? Like your public television statement or maybe your church. So yeah, as low as 99 cents, you can make a donation. All right. Stephanie Bacon, one of my good friends, says, Pedar, please add me to the WhatsApp group. Here's her number, 916-847-5181. sbacon@surewest.net. If you're on here, Pedar, which I know you are, please add Stephanie to the email list and to the WhatsApp list. Pedar, why don't you say you've done that here in the chat, just to make sure you've done that. Stephanie's a good friend of mine and a wonderful person. FVDW, nice to see you again. Why are obtuse angles so depressed? Because they are never right. Tejas, you got to get better than that, I'm telling you. Okay, Ethan Ryan, hey Doug, I hope that you are doing well. Personally, I'm the happiest that I've been in a while, which is strange because I wasn't doing too good 2 months ago. Ethan, that is why I'm doing a video called You Never Know What Tomorrow May Bring, right? Would you have predicted? I'm actually going to use your testimonial in my new book on suicide prevention. Let me see if I can get here, right? Did you know that 2 months later you were going to feel better? You never would have predicted it, right? That's why you have to hang in there, hold on until things turn around, because eventually they do. Unless, of course, you have a terminal illness. But if you're just suffering from psychological pain, I won't say just, because psychological pain is some of the most difficult pain. And thank you, 20 euros paid our shield. Thank you, Lagai, $13.99 from Canada. I love you both. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for stepping up to the plate. Doug, are you a Christian? Well, yes and no. Yes, I follow the Christian tenets, but I'm not a member of any organized church. And I don't, there are some things biblical that I don't take hook, line, and sinker. But the basic spirit of Christianity and the basic teachings, yes. And no question about it. And of course, you know, there are many paths to the top of the mountain. They all get there, many faces. This is just mine, but there are many ways to get to the mountaintop. Anyway, so Ethan, right, tell me, would you have predicted 2 weeks ago you'd be happy now? That's why when you're suffering and you're struggling and you think there's no hope, you have to hold on, because one day you'll wake up as I did on July 17th, 1997, and the black cloud will lift. Damon Greer, when your mind is too open to external stimuli, I also must learn to close or insulate myself from external opinions. Yes, sometimes people with depression are highly sensitive people. You have to put like a psychic barrier around you, or a retreat, you know, to a more, peaceful state, like the forest or the ocean, or maybe, inside your own meditation room. So yes, you have to be very discretion. You have to use discretion in terms of what you expose yourself to. FRJ, God loves each of you personally and infinitely. He has a plan for your life. He will turn your suffering into life. Blessings from Ireland. Blessings from Ireland. I always wanted to go there. Even if you're an atheist, you can still get inspiration from different books in the Bible. And read it as literature. Yes. Right? What's good? What's a good line of inspiration? All things work together for good, right? Chad Crawford, one pastor. Yep. You disappeared there. Hey, Justina, nice to see you. Hey, Lolita Frenchy Swan. Thank you for doing this, Doug. Thank you. Thank you for your community of good people, said Lagai. You're welcome. Pessimists live happier because they are either right or things turn out better than they anticipated. That's very, very clever. Yeah, it's incredible how much better I am doing. Ethan, what do you attribute it to? Did you take the right medication? Did you fall in love? Did it just get better on its own? I want to hear what. Why don't you send me an email? This is important. You're going to help other people. Ethan, email me, douglasbloch@gmail.com. I want to know what turned things around for you so I can actually share that with other people who have given up hope. Will you email me? I really appreciate it. Whoops. Oh, douglasbloch.com. That's my website. All right. Here's douglasbloch@gmail.com. Yeah, you can email me there. But douglasbloch.com is my new website that has everything I've done: astrology, spirituality, depression, overcoming suicidal pain, the whole 9 yards. I'm typing it right here. And as you guys note, I'm still doing the serializations of my book, Words That Heal, Affirmations and Meditation for Daily Living. I basically have uploaded 6 of 52 meditations. The other 46 are coming down the pike. You can go to audible.com and find this book, or you can get it from Amazon in print form. Thanks. Backroads 82. Are there any books to read that are calming when going through bad times? Yeah, right here. Words That Heal. Comforting, calming affirmations. Of course, they're the Psalms of the Bible. There are thousands of books out there. Just go type in and Google books to calm you down when you're anxious or going through bad times. There's thousands of them. Okay, exotic enigma. I got it. Well, church was bad for you. It's good for other people. You know, to each his own, right? But there are churches out there that are doing good things. I've been a member of them. I suffer a lot in my life. Recently, I realized doctor degree. Now I'm 37 years old without job and marriage. I hate life and regret all the time I spent to fulfill my goals. My ambition takes all my energy. Well, it's okay to have ambition. It's okay to go seek goals. Just keep persevering, and I hope you're in counseling if you're feeling bad. Lee Reed, mental health is the worst thing in the world. Just holding on is a life sentence. It is a life sentence if you don't think it's ever going to change. But I know that is what people think when they're severely depressed. They are convinced they're there for eternity. That's a trick your brain is playing on you. That's why you need other people around you to go ahead and help hold the hope for you when you can't hold it yourself. Here's my memoir, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop. It tells how 12 people held a hope for me when I'd given up and how that made a difference. So, when you've given up, find people who won't give up on you, if you can. Then it's a blessing. If you can't, well, tune into this live chat, watch my videos, watch the dozens and dozens of videos out there about hope when you're going through hard times. It's important to have other people or other sources of inspiration when you can't feel good on your own. To Stephanie, can she email me? Then I can send her the link through that way. Pedar Shields, pe.shields@gmail.com. Okay, Stephanie, you got that? I'll send that to you afterwards. See, as the rest, I feel okay for like 2 days and then depressed the rest of the week, always on and off. Exactly. That's what it is when you haven't stabilized yet. You're up and you're down, you're up and you're down, you're up and down. I get a couple days of break from hell, then I plunge right back into it. Again, seeking treatment, seeking help, waiting for the thing to even out, it will, but it is very, very tough. But you know what? Every trial that you go through gives you experience. Every experience you have allows you to help other people who are going through the same thing. So there is something good that can come out of your suffering. I know that's hard to hear when you're in it, but it's been my experience. And yeah, you can read the lives, Bill Wilson, Many people suffered. I just heard a Christian minister named Joyce Myers who went through hell. Very cool person. So there are many, many people who go through hard times and use those hard times as a way to raise their consciousness and to be able to help others who are going through the same thing. It's now 12:28. Thank you for the first two donations, Pedar and Lagai, two regular viewers of this live chat. Any new people, we'd be happy for a donation. Shaya Blarabi, you're not the only one. That's true. Are there any books to read? Yes. Calming? Yes. Many, many, many. I love this channel so much, Justina. Well, thank you. Okay. Evelyn May, hi Evelyn. No problem at all. Help you staying well. Asmad Al-Musa, I suffer from harm OCD and it's terrible. Do you think it's possible to overcome it? Of course it is. There's a book called, two ways. Of course, you got to go see a professional, mental health professional. It's too much to do on your own. There's also a book on OCD called Brain Lock by Jeffrey HHW. Okay, it is a book on OCT by Brain Lock called Brain Lock by Jeffrey Schwartz. I gotta take a lozenge. Well, once again, it's July 4th, 1776. 2021. For goodness of the math, how long has the United States of America been a country? 24 and 21 is 45 plus 200, right? 245 years. Wow. That's young as civilizations go, right? We're still a very, very young country. Believe me, I know, I live here. Or is it? No, it can't be 345 years. Help somebody. No, 1800, 1900, 200, no, 245 years America's been around. Ethan Ryan, I mainly got better not giving up on improving my mental health with CBD and seeing the light, right mental health professionals. There are some things that I would like to keep private. Absolutely. That's good enough. You could always write me about those private things, Ethan, or you don't even have to tell me at all. But you mentioned about not giving up, doing CBT and seeing the right people. That's plenty right there for me to share with other people in your situation. Shoyab Larabi, I've experienced only one time a panic attack, but I still feel my heart bites at night. When I confront challenges, what do I have to do not to feel my heart? I think you mean to say beats. Well, I'm not quite sure. I've never been in that situation. When it does beat, you have to just do some deep breathing. Tell yourself it's going to be okay. You should be in counseling. Sometimes medication can help. But most of all, when your heart beats fast, just take a couple deep breaths and say you're going to calm down soon and wait for that to happen. If it doesn't happen, then you need to call up your therapist, take your medication, whatever it is. But you need to have somebody overseeing your treatment. And if you do that, you can learn how to manage this. Germany exists in its current form for just 31 years. That's right. That's after the fall of the Berlin Wall, right? Exactly. I was there, observing the whole thing happening. Most countries only formed the past 100 years. What about Britain? What about France? They've been around forever. Like you say, France, 1789. All right. What about the UK? Hey, Rick M. Hey Douglas, happy 4th of July, kind sir. Did you enjoy my video yesterday? If you find yourself in hell, tread fire. And by the way, I am going to do a video on suicide loss survivors. I know you're still grappling with your mom's death. What was it, 2 years ago? Yeah, I'm sorry for your suffering. That's got to be hell. Period. End of quotation. Well, we have 69 people here on July 4th. Let's see if we can make it 70. Hit the like button. That's what Simon Tony Ishii would always say, and our good friend who no longer is on the show because he's working on weekends, Kyle Bailey, he'd say, hit the like button. The more you hit the like button, the more people will be drawn here. A police officer said he was looking for a man with one eye. I told him it would be easier if you used both eyes. That is horrible, but I like it. I'm going to copy it. Thank you. Ireland became independent state in 1921. Really, from the British? Italy's been around forever. Really? Well, it used to be a bunch of city states, but then I think it got united. Anniversary is July 8th. What? Oh, your mother? Wow, it's coming up on 4 days. What are you doing to take care of yourself? Are you going to be around friends, call people up, talk to your therapist? Take care of yourself on July 8th. Wow. Egypt has been around forever. Yeah, Greece, right? All those ancient civilizations. Egypt, Greece, Persia, what else? Rome, Italy, right? But you're right. A lot of countries are much newer. LMAOO. Laugh my something off. Yes, I thought that was funny. Italy only unified under Garibaldi. Yeah, 1820s. That's right. Rick M says, hit the like button, please. Yes, that would be very, very helpful, not only to Rick, but to me and all of you, because we are here to serve the people who are going through mental health suffering. And let me tell you, William Styron, the great author, In Darkness Visible, wrote, when he was undergoing his nervous breakdown, said, I know why I'm stumbling on my words tonight. Did sleep well last night. I need more coffee. He said, I would rather have my arms sawed off without anesthesia than going through the psychic suffering I am now. You know what the father of suicidology called it? What do you guys think of this word right here? You tell me what you think of this word. PSYCHACE. Psychache means unbearable mental suffering. Has anybody here ever experienced psychache? Let me know. 80 people, that's great. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for making this channel more visible to more people. And where is Lazy Eye Ranch? Okay? Has anybody here ever had unbearable mental suffering, psychache? Raise your hands. South Sudan is currently the youngest nation, isn't it? Yeah, one of them. Chris Schaefer, appreciate your videos. Well, thank you. The world used to be full of empires. Yes, now we have nations. An improvement. So, of course we've been through psychache, right? And that's why we're survivors, right? And guess what? I'm going to come up with a new video or record a new video called Growth Through Pain, right? AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, no gain, no pain. When you go through a trial, there's something you can gain from it that will be like gold. Remember yesterday on the video I said that beautiful hymn about, we are being refined by our suffering, the dross, the impurities are being released, and what's left is the pure element. That's what it does. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, the great lady who started the death and dying movement, said, we are polished by the windstorms of life. Difficulties, trials, tribulations. There is no testimony without it. How about this? There is no testimony without a test. There you go. Someone said, I'm so full of holes I become holy. Yeah. Back from the brink. Yes, last summer and fall. I love your vlog, Exotic Enema. Yes, raise your hand. You enjoyed the history lesson. Well, that's from Badar Shields. He's from Europe. Yeah, Kosovo is also new. Yes, of course we've all been through psychache, right? That's why we're in the station. That's why we're having community. That's why we're here to help each other, because we are not meant to heal from depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, mental illness. We are not meant to heal alone. We must heal in community. I ran depression and anxiety support groups for 20 years, 2 decades, 20 años. That was the whole purpose. People would come and say, I don't feel so bad anymore because I'm not the only one. There are people here suffering just like me, and if they help me, I can help them, or vice versa, and that's how we grow. Remember that old visual image, you take one stick, you break it, you put like 20 or 30 together, and you can't break it. United we stand, divided we fall, etc., etc., etc. 12:38. 22 more minutes. Looking for another donation. Nature is full of growth and pain. Without muscle fibers breaking down, we couldn't become stronger. Thank you, JR. I'm gonna use that. Where am I gonna use it? I'm gonna go copy it. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, in my new video. There we are. Yes, that's how you build muscle, right? You work them and they break down and they come back stronger. To quote Nietzsche, right? Eliza Hopkins, long time no see. Yes, it's nice to see you back. I love that name, by the way. Always liked My Fair Lady or Pygmalion. I'm a survivor of war crimes and psychological warfare. Wow, exotic. Are you basically somewhere like in Bosnia or something, or Serbia? Whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stronger. Stranger, that's funny. Heath Ledger, well, God bless him. Flip found Wallingham. Hey, you're back again. Haven't seen you in a couple of months. Thank you, JR. That was a great analogy. Appreciate it. All right, so do we agree that when we come out the other side of a trial or tribulation, we have something called experience, wisdom, and strength? That's what they say in A. Share your wisdom, hope, and strength or when you come to these meetings. I also passed on my modules in college when I thought that I would fail some. It really boosted my belief in myself. Yes, absolutely, and aided my recovery. So what are modules? You must be not from the United States, maybe from the UK. Jennifer, I love the name Jennifer. Miranda, I love the name Miranda. Thank you for your work, Douglas. You are a comfort and a light in the world. Well, God bless you. Thank you. Hopefully I've given you enough information. You've given me plenty of information. You passed your exams. You found a good therapist. Yeah, so Ethan, will you tell people on this channel right now who are in the same position you were 2 months ago that there's hope and there's help and they can feel better? Please do. Better to comfort than to be comforted. Absolutely. How can I manage my ambition as a response of my panic attack? Well, I don't know what you mean by your ambition as response to your panic attack. I have ambition. You need to talk to somebody about that because I'm not quite sure how that would happen. Yes, you're from Ireland. I knew you were from somewhere in either Ireland, England. Ireland is part of Ireland is part of the UK, right? Northern Ireland, but not Southern Ireland, I guess. But anyway, you're from Ireland, a place I've always wanted to go. I never thought that my mental suffering would improve, but I'm doing way better today than I was 3 years ago. There's another testimony. We're having more testimonies. We are seeing people get better. That's so important. So, I have a question. I have a new audiobook coming out. 2 titles. One is called When It Hurts Too Much to Live, A Survivor's Guide for Overcoming Suicidal Pain. And the other title is called Are You Having Thoughts of Suicide? There is Hope and There is Help. Which would you look at if you were on audible.com and seeing titles of books? Which would you be attracted to if you were in despair? A lot of people here from Ireland. Ireland's a cool place. I am going to, someone send me a round trip ticket, will they? Hey, there's Kiara Lee. Nice to see you. Anyway, Exotic Enigma and also Ethan Ryan, 2 examples of people who thought they would never make it out of hell, and they're out. So let me see if I have something. CBT. I'm going to write down what helped you, if I can find a pen. Which of course I can't. All right, I'm going to grab one. Hang tight, you guys. Okay, pass exams, CBT, and what else? Oh, therapist. Yeah, neuroplasticity, right? I'll write that down. The brain can change, the brain can heal. You may feel stuck, but you're not. Back down to 70 people. That's too bad. I was hoping we'd stay at 80. Well, hit the like button, as Kai Bailey used to say. Let's Art Live. Nice to see you back here. Hope all is well with you. I am thankful to be alive, although I still experience sadness, anger, fear, and confusion, anxiety. Of course, after what you've been through, of course. I have an Irish heritage. Wonder if there are any relatives that are alive. Well, you could always check through Ancestry.com. I'm from the South, so I am Irish through and through. All right. But you know what you are through and through? A human being. See, I don't pay any attention to nationalities. You know what Sting said in his song, I hope the Russians love their children too? We share the same biology regardless of ideology. Isn't that beautiful? We're human beings first, and we are Irish or Americans or Germans second. If everybody really believed that, there would not be prejudice, wars, or people thinking they're better than anybody else. Hey, Luco Sabine, blessings from the Netherlands, a really cool place. I was there in 1982. Ethan Ryan says, don't give up, guys. You can always change and improve your brain, so no matter how bad it is right now, you got this. All right, Ethan. Thank you for being a testimony. For your testimony. Okay, it's now 12:43, 17 minutes left on July 4th. Where are those firecrackers, everybody? Raise your hands if you're America. I think there's only like 2 Americans here, like Kelly Burns and me. And where is Lazy Iran? She must be having a celebration with her goats. I like to give commands to my brain. Absolutely. Tell your brain what to think. All lives matter. Yep, that's good. That's good. I've been off meds a long time. I think I need Wellbutrin because my brain is not the same as other people's. Well, yeah, I'm on Wellbutrin. It's good medication. Hey, Peter, just brought yesterday and tried. It has 2.75 THC. How many times a day do you think? And what are you using it for, Jennifer H? Sleep? You must be talking about, I don't know what you're talking about. Probably CBD. Carol Lee, what do you make of the highs and lows of recovery? Recently, I've been feeling better, but when my mood dips again, I feel like I'm starting over. How can I stay grateful? You can stay grateful, Carol Lee, because you know that every time your mood dips, it's going to come back again to be better. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude that you have the ups as well as the downs. And nice to hear from you always. Yes, I've been thinking of you too, Kiara. He's right. I'm from Ireland. They are basically subjects. You mean the things you pass in your exam? Yes. Thank you for your information, Ethan. It will help many people. Eliza checked in. Yes, Pedar, not leader. Very nice for correcting. What doesn't kill you makes you a stranger. Very funny. Right, and yeah, muscle fibers. Thank you. I'm going to write that down too. That's a great comment about muscle fibers growing. Always nice to learn stuff from you guys and take notes and become wiser from these live chats. So, playing music for me is really relaxing. Absolutely, no question. Veritas Vincit. There were fireworks set off near me at lunchtime in the city center, and there was in the middle of a loud thunderstorm. People were laughing. And where do you live, Veritas Vincent? The guy, we got my dad settled in an excellent facility. We were enjoying his house of a lifetime of memories. Yes, it's good to take care of your parents. All human lives matter, and all animals' lives matter, but mosquitoes and cockroaches and ticks are a waste of time. You're very funny. More love, no drug life, just guitar, the piano. Nice. Music is healing. Absolutely. We are all equal as humans. Yes, 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 of course. You're in Colorado. Somebody else from New York. Let's all live from New York. That's right. You're up in upstate New York, near Batavia or something. Okay, we got a couple of Americans here. Well, happy 4th of July, you gringos. There are no fireworks in Portland. I am bummed, but it's a beautiful day. I'm going to go take a walk and work with my assistants, and the sunshine is healing. And here is Pedar Shields, pe.shields, SHEILDS, @gmail.com. And Carolee should email him, and then she will get on the list. Ethan Ryan, the right medications helped a lot of people I know, so you can add that to your recovery list if you want, Doug. Obviously, medication not for everyone, but it is amazing if it works as intended. And does it work for you? What medication worked for you? I take it that was part of your recovery. Ivan Politi, hello from Las Vegas. Another place where it's hot as hell is in Nevada. Schiller Solitude, which is on YouTube. And what type of music is that? Exotic Enigma. Congratulations on your beautiful nation, Yankees. Well, America's a mixed bag. It's beautiful and it's ugly. It's got both. But, you know, I am foremost in Americans. I lived in Great Britain, the UK, for about 6 months, and I was very homesick. The fireworks were in Lichfield, Staffordshire, UK. The pubs celebrate American Independence Day. That's nice. Cymbalta was too much for me, very powerful and like a speed trip. Absolutely all. For me, the SSRIs, Cymbalta, Lexapro, Prozac, Zoloft, all work the same way. What exactly is WhatsApp? It's an application that allows people to call each other for free if they're on Wi-Fi. I also find it's funny how much we were talking about Ireland when it's an American holiday. Why? Because all you guys are Irish. That's why. Where do I live? Portland, Oregon. The Irish helped build America. Yeah, they took over Boston politics too. A lot of Irish people went into politics. Tip O'Neill, Ronald Reagan, a lot of Irish people in politics in America. Pedar Shield says that WhatsApp is a bit like this group conversation, except typing through chat. That's good. All right. So this is the Depression Recovery Hour with Pastor Douglas. We have 10 minutes left. Anybody care to make a donation? We're pretty low today. I don't know why, but we are. Maybe the only two people were Pedar Shields and Lagai. That's not very much. So if you guys want to chip in a few shekels in the last 11 minutes, that would be good. German Americans are the largest ethnic group in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I don't know, but you could always look it up. My daughter lives in Seattle, Washington. Worst heat wave ever. Of course, it was like 110 in Ireland, in Seattle, maybe 112. Does most depression come from trauma? Yes, it does, but not all. Some of it is purely genetic, but even if you don't have trauma, if you have a genetic predisposition, something happens to you like a breakup, some people will just shrug off their shoulders. It will be disastrous for someone who is essentially prone to depression. Exotic Enigma, I can't make a donation today, but I will do so when I'm financially able. No problem. You can also send me a PayPal, douglasbloch@gmail.com. I never used to believe that mental illness comes from your childhood, but I do now. Yeah. Some things like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, you can have a good childhood and still get them. So it doesn't always come from childhood, but trauma, especially with addiction, alcoholism, and drug addiction, trauma. And here you are, 1999. You're amazing. Thank you, Evelyn May. What a sweetheart you are. Evelyn May just had an operation. I think it was on her back. She's in recovery. Leaving for Florida vacation. Can't get excited about it because I'm worried I'll have a low mood and anxiety there too. What to do? I am so blessed. Well, you need to carry with you your list of self-care activities to improve your mood. If you email me, douglasblog@gmail.com, I'll send this to you. And, take out your toolbox. Do you have people where you live that you can call, talk to, have your support team available? Jack Henry Cara, it's a self-supporting group typing through chat. Give it a try. Say as little or as much as you like. New York is open for business. We don't have to wear a mask anymore. Really? But I have to wear one to go on physical therapy for my leg. By the way, I'm having a hip surgery in 2 weeks from Tuesday. I guess I need to mention that next time, don't I? Because they're going to give me a COVID test 3 days before, and if I don't pass it, I can't get the surgery, and I really need a new hip. So pray that I will pass it. I'll give you more information about the surgery as it gets nearer. It's July 20th. And I'm vaccinated. I always wear a mask. So, but I was at my great nephew's graduation party, and there were 20 people without masks in Yakima, Washington. I'm paranoid I might have picked something up, even though I don't have any symptoms. Thank you, Rick, for being here. Thank you for $5. Thank you for responding at the 11th hour for donations. I really appreciate it. If I can think of anything else to mail you, Doug, I think I will have given you anything that I feel comfortable with, everything. Of course, the most important thing you said, Ethan Ryan, is that 2 months ago you felt like crap and now you feel better, proving that things can turn around quickly. And of course, you mentioned the passing your test and having the the good counseling and the CBT. Did any medication help you? TMAC 0192. Oh my God, one of the oldest members, one of my oldest Patreon supporters. And by the way, that reminds me, I still have my crowdfunding site. I need to basically give it some more energy, but it's www.patreon.com/Douglas Bloch. Contribute to that, and you can become a sustainer of this channel. Colin here in Newcastle, England. Hope your surgery goes okay. Well, what is today? The 4th? I'll be talking about with you on the 11th and the 18th, so 2 more weeks. I'll give you a lot more details then. You didn't get a notification, you missed a whole hour? Well, you should, hey, Lazy Eye Ranch, don't you have it on your calendar, your Google Calendar or your regular calendar? Yeah, I have my own notification. I look at my calendar. Well, sorry, well, you're here, Lazy Eye Ranch. Tell us about your goats in the next 6 minutes and how you're celebrating the 4th. You'll pass it, Doug. When you return home from surgery, sign up for a ballroom dancing class. Thank you. That's good. I actually took one with my wife, Joan, many, many years ago. Well, good luck with your hip surgery. I have one leg and I'm really careful about infection. Yeah, that's what they're really worrying about. I have to shower with HiPoCleanse for 5 days, sleep on clean sheets, and I have had 27 infections in my right leg, cellulitis. So can you recommend top books on depression recovery? Yes, well, I would be remiss if I didn't mention my first one, Healing from Depression, 12 Weeks to a Better Mood. I'd start there, by Douglas Bloch. There's also a woman named Mary Ellen Copeland who's written a bunch of books on depression recovery. And there's a book called Undoing Depression. I'll write these down right now. So a good book is called Undoing Depression. There are a lot of good books out there. Just go to Amazon, right? And books by Mary Ellen Copeland. Yeah, there's a lot of literature. If you go to audible.com, you'll see them also. All right, we have 5 minutes left. It's the 4th of July in the United States of America. July 4th, 1776. We are now currently 245 years old, still very, very young by civilization standard. America's having some tough times right now, as I'm sure many parts of the world are due to COVID. Enough. Go to YouTube and type in Fluffy Goes to India and watch it when you get home after surgery. Okay, thank you. Ashana K and Pedar Shields are talking to each other. That's very nice. I've learned that other people do not make us happy. Most of the time they make me unhappy. I make me happy. That's true. Other people make me happy and I make me happy, but I'm making me happy is the most important thing. Andy T, Lazy Eye Ranch, you were missed. Douglas mentioned you several times. Yes, will you please pay me that money back you owe me? That was a joke. Hey, here's somebody I heard at a church service. Holidays or vacations can be horrible when you're depressed. This is about someone who's very positive. This woman was losing her hair. She only had 3 hairs left. The first day she said, I'm going to put my hair in a permanent. That'll make me feel better. She woke up the next day, there were only two hairs left. She said, well, I'm going to put those 2 hairs in a ponytail. She woke up the next day, there was only 1 hair left. She said, I'm going to braid that hair. The next day she woke up, there were 0 hairs left. She said, well, thank God I don't have to do my hair today. That's staying positive in the midst of difficulty. All right. Why did the Scarecrow get into the field of neurosurgery? He was outstanding in his field. That's why. And why do witches not wear a flat hat? There's no point in it. Nobody. Oh yeah, that's right. A couple of jokes from India, but those are my jokes. And as I said on my video yesterday, which was made when it was 113 degrees, when Satan goes bald, there'll be hell to pay. All right, those are my 4 jokes for today. I'm glad you gave me enough, Doug. Yeah, if you want to give, if anything else comes to you, send me an email, but not required. But if something does come to you, the more you can share with me, the more you can help other people. Google said San Marino is the oldest nation, huh? And I don't even know what San Marino is. Good afternoon. Happy holiday, Precious Lewis. We have 2 minutes left. Happy holiday to you. Thank you for being here. Tag away. Yes, Jennifer, I'm going to go camping for at least 9 days. I hope I'm not as depressed. I'll be around my partner's kids. I don't want them to notice my mental issues. Well, if they do, just be honest with them, you know. Everybody suffers from mental health disorders of some type, you know. Be honest. Okay, Luke Guy says, thank you, Jack Henry, for the moving advice. Much appreciated. Music therapeutic for depression. And I'm looking for Jack Henry to see what the wonderful thing he says. He's giving a thumbs up. Oh, that's always good. Oh yeah, Lazy, we missed you. Well, that was very nice of you to say, Jack. Everybody here is supporting everybody else. San Marino is a city-state in Italy. Well, thank you for that information. One day at a time, Taga. I agree. I hope you get better, Doe. Well, I'm not really bad right now. I'm just getting a new hip because this one has arthritis. But I hope I have a successful operation. Lazy Wrench, I've been in a dark funk lately. It's getting scary around here. I'm not sure if I will die in a wildfire or be murdered. Those are difficult choices. There have been lots of more squatters taking over vacant properties. It's not good. Yeah, well, you know what? The homeless population in Portland has exploded. I go on this beautiful ride down 33rd Drive to Marine Drive along the river, and there's homeless tents all over the place. There are all these cars parked on 33rd Drive. All their trash. There's the bike lane is all covered up. It's really, really depressing that so many people don't have a place to live, and how Portland and many parts of Portland are just looking like trash. So I understand about squatters. People don't have a place to live. The COVID here in America really hit the lower classes worse than the upper classes, as it probably did in many other countries, and we're still not over it. All right, it's 101. Accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you'll be saved. John 3:16. Yep, I have read that many times. Well, I will see you on the 11th of July. The next week is my wedding anniversary on the 17th, the surgery on the 20th, and after that, who knows? But all I can say is, one day at a time, and just know that we are not meant to heal alone. We are meant to heal in community and support each other. So, Madeline Roy, ho, you came at the last minute. How's the recovery going? How is the recovery going, Madeline Roy? I haven't heard from you, and thank you for getting my book. I should say one more thing, one more plug. The best thing, or the thing I'm proudest of having written, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, is on Audible. We've sold 99 books, one more book, and we will have sold 100 books of this, and also Words That Heal. So thank you for letting me put it up here for free. My new Audible book will be being put up here for free sooner than later. And no one gave me a comment on the titles, but I will talk to other people about them. Anyway, here we are. I'm gonna no fireworks today for me, but I am going to call up some friends, maybe go to a few picnics, and $10 from NET. I have a couple of medical emergencies in my family. It's good to have this source of support. Well, thank you for your support, and I'm glad that you're enjoying what's going on. Write to Padar Shields, get on the email list, and get on the WhatsApp group. All right. Well, sorry Bruce couldn't come visit us after I fed him. He went outside. It's so beautiful out. But you guys take care of yourselves. Remember, the brain is neoplastic. Things can change. And don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. Ethan Ryan did not give up 5 minutes before the miracle. Now his life is much better. The same for all of us. Talk to you later.